We also heard explosive testimony from Natasha Mazzanone, who's now the Democratic Alliance's chief whip in Parliament. And she joins us now. Natasha, good morning to you. You've called in, which we appreciate, to explain how it is that it is hard to keep members of the executive in check.
Bongani, thank you so much, and thank you for taking my call. Bongani, Parliament is an interesting beast, the way it works. Now, you see, we have systems in place where we try and keep checks and balances. But the problem is the checks and balances are always held by the majority party. So if I do something wrong in Parliament and I get referred to the Ethics Committee or to the Powers and Privileges Committee or even to the Rules Committee, if my party is in the majority, I might get a slap on the wrist because, it's just the right thing to do. But I'll get away with it. And by way of an example, we just have to look to see who sits with us alongside our benches in Parliament. The very ministers and the very people that are being accused of being complicit in state capture are now heads of committees. They are chairpeople of committees. They are ministers. And the Ethics Committee and the Powers and Privileges Committee have not met for over a year's period. So what it means is that MPs
even
that are
virtually
trying to do the right... They don't meet virtually because they say that their material is too sensitive to meet virtually. Well, I question that because I have very sensitive meetings on the virtual platform, and if you have a passcode, then it's a pretty safe way to meet. So they don't meet because their excuse is that they must meet in person. Now, the thing is, people are getting away with murder, literally, because, when it comes to PPE procurement being stolen, people are dying. And people are getting away with this because if there's no political will to hold that person to account, they'll simply get a slap on the wrist, and normally in Parliament they get a promotion. So, this is the problem that we face as MPs, and that is why many times your listeners will phone in and say, all MPs do is whine or they moan, but nothing ever happens. So what we need to do, Bongani, is we need to fundamentally change the way we hold the executive and the way we hold MPs to account. And the only way we do that is to take away the majority party's power from stopping any accountability taking place.
Current events, developing stories,
tough questions,
your voice making a difference.
This is Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.